Jersey, Madison Square Garden Boxing, and John Natolo Productions, Hazard Commissioner. The judges, Al DeVito, Tommy Kazmarek, and Lynn Carter. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Rafael Ramos. The timekeeper to bell is Lindsay Tucker. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 6-round lightweight bout, referee Tony Orlando. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the white trim. He tipped in at an even 136 pounds. This young man has 4 wins, 1 loss with 1 knockout. A native of Santiago in the Dominican Republic, and now residing in Jersey City, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Omar Tavares. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the red and blue trim. He weighed in at 136 1/2 pounds. This young gentleman is undefeated in 4 professional bouts. A native of Elizabeth, New Jersey, and now residing in West Orange, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ricardo Salazar.
Gentlemen, I expect a good team fight. I expect you to listen to all my commands. Do you have any questions? Okay, touch gloves, go back to your corner.
Tony Orlando is the 3rd man in the ring for this bout. Rules and regulations of the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board in effect tonight. Fight is scored by 3 judges using the 10-point scoring system. Referee does not score the fight. 3 knockdown rule is in effect, standing 8 count in effect. The ringside physician has the authority to stop the fight. The bell cannot save a boxer in any round, including the last round.
Bruce, Salazar is a very, very good boxer. He's got very good hand speed and very good leg movement. He's not the biggest puncher in the world.
Ricardo Salazar in the white trunks. Omar Tavares in the red trunks with the white trim, and the Omar neatly carved on the front of the trunks, and Omar landing a right hand. Salazar unbeaten as a pro, 4-0. Doesn't have much knockout power, no knockouts. Tavares 4-1 with 1 KO.
As I mentioned, you can see that good hand speed by Salazar. He goes in and out very, very well, and he throws that left jab and follows it with a right hand quite often. Tell you one thing about Tavares, Bruce, when he throws punches, he has bad intentions. He wings those shots.
Salazar backing his opponent into the corner and taking advantage of it, going to the body.
He's got to stay with that jab a little bit more because that'll set up the other stuff, Bruce. He's waiting a little bit too much. He's trying to throw too many hooks and right hands. He's got to stay with that jab a little bit more.
First round, feeling out round for both fighters, and inside with the right hand this time goes Salazar. Not much damage done, though. Round 1 scheduled for 6. Salazar tipped the scales at 136.5. Tavares at 136. There's a landing left by Omar.
The reason those punches are landing by Tavares is because Salazar is not using the left hand, Bruce. If he used the left hand, it would be part of his defense.
Now, that time he used the left.
Well, that was a left hook. But that left jab will keep this guy off him.
Solid body blow landed by Omar Tavares.
I'll tell you one thing. These kids are really throwing bombs in, and they're not holding anything back.
Yeah, it started out first 15, 30 seconds feeling out, and this has been a pretty action-packed first round.
Conditioning and stamina is going to play a big part in this fight.
Oh, nice combination put together by Salazar. We're inside of 10 seconds in this opening round. You're watching professional boxing from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
the #1 fitness exercise in the world.
10 seconds to go in the round. Big round for Salazar.
There goes Jackson again. Sanchez in trouble. Plenty of time here, and that's it.
From the opening day of
Round 3 of this schedule bout, it has been one-sided thus far. Ricardo Salazar in the white trunks has been all over Omar Tavares, and Joey, was just some guts on the part of Tavares that enabled him to get through that second round.
He's a gutsy kid, but he's not using his head by laying on those ropes. And in between rounds, Al Abatello was telling him, stay off those ropes, stay in the center of the ring. He took a terrific beating, I thought, in that round. It was a 10-8 round for Salazar.
I was talking about Tavares' last fight. It was against Eugene Speed, undercard of Simon Brown against Al Bumblebee Long in Washington. And he was almost locked up in a room for a couple days, and he got knocked down in the first round. It's his only loss to date. But tonight he's in trouble.
If he keeps laying inside and laying on those ropes the way he did the last round, he's going to get stopped in this fight, too. Salazar is just too sharp for him. He's picking him apart by switching to the body, coming up on top with uppercuts. Look at those body shots.
Salazar is not missing many punches.
I'll tell you something. This fight's close to being stopped if it keeps going like this.
And Tavares battles back with his best combination of the night.
That was a good right hand, and it got Salazar's attention. Now he's starting to move a little bit. You know, Salazar better come firing back and put Tavares in his place. Otherwise, this could be a very tough fight for him.
Do you feel Tavares has to dictate tempo a little bit, or else he's just going to get knocked all around the ring?
Well, he's got this guy going just the way he wants him. He's got everything going his own way. There's no reason for him to back off. If he sustains an attack, I think the referee will probably stop the fight.
Salazar back to the body again.
Oh, he's really picking those spots. He's going side to side, and that one was straight up the middle.
Good combination again by Omar as he battles back. His right hand has at least scored a couple times in this round.
He's doing a lot of missing now, though, Bruce.
And that's fatigue.
Good body punching by Salazar.
Now he goes upstairs to Salazar. 45 seconds to go in the third round. Almost a low blow there. Salazar showing us tremendous strength.
He's in trouble, Sam. Tavares is in a little bit of trouble. Now's the time Salazar should pick it up.
30 seconds to go in the round. It's only the third. It's scheduled for 6. Tony Orlando separates the fighters. We're going to stay at the end of this round, the third. Well, a little bit of a better round for Tavares, but only in spots.
I'll tell you something. It had to be a better round because he got killed in the second round. So, hey, if he survived this round at all, it had to be a better round.
No, they work in the corner of Omar Tavares. And he has got to be very, very fatigued. Manager Carl Regasta and Al Abatello, along with the great Eddie, the cut man, Aliano in the corner.
You know, I'll tell you something about Salazar. I saw him fight twice before, and in both fights, what happened was he ran out of gas. And this is the kind of a fight where he could become discouraged. He better be careful about that.
Third round action, Joe.
Right hand. And a good left hook by Tavares. And a solid right hand.
Those were perhaps his glory moments of this fight.
Probably. I didn't remember him hitting him like that in that round.
Here we go, fourth round. We're at the Showboat in Atlantic City. The Boardwalk's Big Easy. I'm Bruce Beck, along with me, Joey Ferriello. Glad you could join us tonight for Fight Night Atlantic City. This our opening bout.
You know, early in the fight, Bruce, I said that Salazar should use that real good jab and set up everything else, and I still believe that, although he's having a lot of success with his left hooks and right hands. But I think that the jab will set that stuff up a lot more effectively.
Right hand landed by Tavares. Tavares, national champion in the Dominican Republic in 1982 as a bantamweight. So he was a very good amateur.
I'll tell you something. He doesn't have the most ability in the world, but he's got as much guts as anybody I've ever seen. He's taken a pretty good shellac in those first 3 rounds. And in the 4th round here, he's starting to throw punches. He's ineffective, but he sure is trying.
He looks a lot better here in the 4th than he did in the 2nd. And all of a sudden, Salazar is slowing down on his body punches.
Well, he's not setting that fast pace, and he's not going all out the way he did those first 3 rounds. He's starting to do a little bit more moving and a little bit more taking his time. And Tavares is coming back just a little bit.
Tavares is really reaching and missing with that right hand now. Does that look like fatigue to you?
Yeah, I think he's tired. That was a real good left hook right hand, and another one.
Combinations put together by Salazar. A minute 15 to go in this round. The 4th.
He's in big trouble, Bruce.
Salazar looking to finish him. Tavares against the ropes where he doesn't want to be. A right hand. Another right. And the left knocks him. No knock. It's a trip rule by Tony Orlando.
Good call.
45 seconds to go in the round.
You know, the standing 8 is allowed to be given by a referee's discretion in New Jersey. And I think that he's very close to that right now, Tavares.
Tavares continuing to show us guts as Salazar wings away at will. Seconds to go in the 4th.
Look at this kid try and fight back. He's got tremendous heart. I mean, he's ineffective, but he sure is trying.
10 seconds to go. You're watching professional boxing from Atlantic City.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Kip Parker Films, weighing in at 60 minutes of...
Go back.
There's a big right hand by Salazar that rocked Tavares.
Now back to the action in the 5th, scheduled for 6, and earlier it didn't look like Tavares even had a shot of lasting to the 6th, but he has been gutsy. Salazar well ahead on all cards, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I gave him 2 two-point rounds. I gave him a 2-point round in the 2nd and a 2-point round in the 4th.
So he's pitching a shutout.
You know something? If I was in his corner, I would send him out to fire right now, because Tony Orlando, the referee, in between rounds, went over and spoke to them in the corner. And I think what he said was that if you don't put up more, try and fire back a little bit more, I'm going to stop the fight. I'll tell you one thing about Salazar. He's slipping punches real nice, ducking underneath. He's a good defensive fighter on top of being a great offensive fighter.
Again, inside goes Salazar. But Tavares, he just won't go away.
No, he takes a good shot. Body and head. I mean, he's been hit clean tonight many, many times.
There's a left that landed at will.
You know, that left hook right hand is a big combination for him. Every time he throws it, he gets that right hand in.
So where's that left hook that went to the body earlier by Salazar?
Well, he used that a lot when Tavares was laying in on the inside, and thus far this round, he's not laying in on the inside. Most of those body shots were on the inside.
We want to pass along our condolences to Salazar's manager, Mike Wadagno, unable to be here because his mother passed away. Mike, our thoughts are with you. Minute 20 to go in this 5th round. And now Salazar begins to land easily again.
Now you're going to see some body shots. There they are. See, when he lays on the ropes like that, that's when Salazar goes to the body.
Salazar has tried to finish him before when he's had him against the ropes, but has been unable to do so. Good right.
I think he's going to extend himself a little bit here. At least he should.
Tony Orlando with a warning on the break. 50 seconds to go in the 5th round. Good left hook.
You know, if I was in Salazar's corner, I'd check behind Tavares to see what's holding him up, because there's got to be something holding him up from all those shots he's getting hit.
That right of Tavares is pesky. You know, it's scoring. It's not doing a lot of damage, but it's landing on the noggin.
You know something? I don't think he's got too much left. Because what he's doing now is a lot of arm punching.
You're watching professional boxing from Atlantic City.
For 30 years, the sound of young America has been the sound of Motown.
In Atlantic City. And this is the 6th round of a scheduled 6-round lightweight bout. Ricardo Salazar easily dominating Omar Tavares. But Joe Ferriello, if you were in the corner of Tavares, would you be proud of this fighter?
Well, I'd be proud of it, and I'd be inclined to stop the fight in the corner. He's taking a lot of punches.
Canizales will take on Kelvin Seabrooks of Charlotte, North Carolina, the rematch of one of 88's best fights. That's one of the bouts on tap this weekend in AC. Now the question becomes, will Salazar stop Omar Tavares?
As I mentioned before, Bruce, a well-schooled fighter offensively.
Another big right land by Ricardo.
That was a beautiful counter right hand. And then there's that left hook right hand that he throws so well.
Salazar, the young man from West Orange, New Jersey, born in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Handled by trainer Johnny Pearsall. A New Jersey Golden Gloves champion and looking to go 5-0 as a pro. And I think he's got a nice career ahead of him.
He's a good, promising kid. I like him.
What surprises me is he has no knockouts, and he's got knockout power.
Well, he doesn't look like a big puncher. He's a sharp puncher. He punches very, very well to the body. He switches well to the head. But he's not what you would call a big puncher. He can't be. He's hit this kid with everything but the stool, and he's still up there.
Just tapping him.
I think he's resolved to the fact that he's going to go to limit in this fight.
Yeah, the one thing he doesn't want to do is make a costly mistake now.
You know something, Bruce? Tavares got hit so many punches, but yet he's not all marked up in the face. See, that's an indication that Salazar's not a big puncher.
30 seconds to go in the fight, and once again, Salazar tries to do his work on the ropes.
You see that holding and hitting? Salazar was moving his head so much he couldn't get a shot at him, so he figured he'd hold him and hit him.
And he was efficient in terms of the amount of punches he threw and in the amount of punches that actually scored.
What he did was he threw a lot of...
All right, we'll be back with the official decision in just a moment. You're watching Professional Boxing from Atlantic City.
The 50s. Life seems simpler then.
And Sweet Lynn Carter. Each score 60-53 for the winner by unanimous decision. And for his 5th straight win in as many pro bouts, Ricardo